Hi. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Floral aroma, unique flavor, or amazing acidity. They are all great and they often create an inviting first impression to someone who is new to specialty coffee. But I believe coffee experience can be enhanced if I can create a sense of balance. And I believe balance is the key to keep the customer coming back for more. My approach to balance is pretty simple. With the four elements of balance to align all the factors from seed to cup to recreate a coffee that's more complex and more balanced. They are the inner balance, sensory balance, perception balance, and the outer balance. The cardboard in front of you is my four elements of balance for your reference. Now I'm going to prepare the espresso shot for a signature beverage. My first element of balance, the inner balance, is the balance between terra, variety, and processing. To illustrate inner balance, I have chosen a high birdwatch geisha from Cerro Azul in the Cauca region of Colombia, produced by Rigoberto Herrera, which will be used in your espresso course, signature beverage, and blend in your milk course. The reason I choose this geisha is because of the amazing flavor and the balanced structure created by Rigoberto. Now, this coffee going at 1850 meters above sea level, with no unstable temperature. This coffee has everything you would expect from a high-ground geisha: intense florality, delicate citrus note, and a high-quality acidity. Rigoberto has developed a new fermentation technique to bring balance between terra, variety, and processing. Specifically, he used a double fermentation technique with the cherries initially ferment in an open tank for 22 hours, preserving the delicate floral notes such as jasmine. The cherries were then popped without water and ferment for 35 hours with natural yeast and bacteria, intensifying citrus character reminiscent of orange, while turning some sugar into a new note of red grape. The coffee was then washed and dried evenly in a mechanical dryer for 7 days, yielding a clean and balanced cup. My roaster roasts this coffee for a total profile of 10 minutes and development of 13% to give me the most favored expressive version of this coffee. My second element of balance, the sensory balance, is the balance between roasting and extraction. And for Cerro Azul, I want to control the acidity while enhance the tactile of the coffee. First, I use an octocomb to control the acidity in the espresso. My recipe is 20 gram in, 44 gram out, in 18 seconds at 93 degrees Celsius. The rotating needles break up the clumps, help me achieve a higher and even extraction at 21%. Second, I rapid chill my espresso using frozen brewers. Rapid chilling cools down the drinking temperature, enhance the tactile of the coffee. Now, please begin to write down the tasting note of your espresso today. You are going to taste the flavor of jasmine, orange, red grape, medium acidity like orange, medium sweetness like plum, with a very low bitterness like grapefruit, a medium smooth body, juicy texture with a non-lasting great finish. Now, please assess the crema first, but hold off for tasting. As I want to explain my third element of balance, the perception balance. Many fruit can be perceived as sweet regardless of their actual sugar content. The same goes with acidity and bitterness. Now, I'm going to ask you to help bring perception balance to the coffee. Please take 2 sips of this unflavored water, which I specifically make with higher magnesium, calcium, and sodium in 65 ppm to reset your palate. This water is custom for your espresso today, which is going to enhance your sweetness perception and the intensity of the flavor. And please stir 5 times front to back before evaluation and enjoy. You can put your spoon back in the white container. Thank you. Judges, are you ready? Now let's move on to the milk course, my favorite course, a sweet dessert-like beverage. To enhance the sweetness of Serra Azul and contribute the incredible fruitiness into the drink, here comes my 4th element of balance, the outer balance, using milk and blending to synergize and bring balance to the drink. I'm using 15 grams Serra Azul and adding 6 grams Caturra, produced by Diego Samuel Bermudez and his farm, El Parazo. I'm going to tell you all about it later on. This blending ratio gives me a logged-like sweetness, profile structure, and enhanced texture of Serra Azul, and give me the most flavor-expressive version of Diego Caturra. I'm extracting total 21 grams in 38 grams out in 16 seconds to bringing you the distinct note of mango. Now, please begin to write down the tasting note of your milk course today. You're going to experience the flavor of mango, chocolate, and nougat with a creamy, smooth texture, just like mousse. I prepare a second cup of water with no TTS in 40 ppm to pairing your milk course today, which is going to elevate your tactile perception, give you a more mousse-like texture. So you might have 2 sips of the second cup of water now. For my milk today, I'm using freeze distilled lactose-free milk. Lactose-free milk contains higher concentration of simple sugars and lower saltiness, directly improving the taste experience. Please enjoy. I'm using 1 part espresso to 3 part steam milk and steaming it up to 50 degrees Celsius to transform the chocolate into chocolate mousse. El Paraiso sitting at 1930 meters above sea level. Please enjoy. The reason I choose this cultura is because Daigo has developed an innovative fermentation technique called anti-maceration to change the flavor composition. Essentially, the coffee was fermented under vacuum at 15 degrees Celsius for 60 days. Long fermentation consumes the sugar and transforms the intense mango notes into your sweet milk beverage. Please enjoy. My roaster roasts this non-fermented cultura for a lower initial temperature to extend the minor phase. In total profile of 10.5 minutes and 15 development to really highlight the characters. Please enjoy. Are you ready? As I said at the beginning, it's the balance that keeps the customer coming back for more. For my signature beverage, I would like to use the 4 elements of balance to build a perfectly harmonious drink to you, and hopefully you will come back and let me serve you again tomorrow. First, I use 4 shots of the Zero Azul Espresso, the same recipe as your espresso course, and I chill it in the high-power chiller at the beginning. Representing the inner balance, the balance between terroir, variety, and processing, I'm adding 30 ml of a sweet and sour syrup to level up the acidity and the sweetness, which made by 100 gram pomegranate juice with 100 gram sugar and 10 gram lemon juice, cooking under no heat 30 minutes. Pomegranate was chosen for its tartaric acidity, and this is going to complement the citrus note of Zero Azul and transform orange to green grapes, representing the sensory balance. The balance enhance the tactile by roasting and extraction. Here we have my favorite ingredients: 20 ml of the milk wash guava juice, which made by EcoBat juice and milk with 5% citric acid. The acidity will break down the milk protein to whey, creating a smooth texture, and transform the red grape to apricot. Representing the perception balance, I'm adding 2 drops of the saline solution. The saltiness will boost your sweetness perception, give you an even more balanced drink. Finally, representing the outer balance, we use blending and milk to synergize a drink. I'm adding 15 ml of the thickened distilled citrus spice water, which made by 10 gram grapefruit peel with 1 gram clove and 130 gram juice, and distilled under 80 kPa and 45 degrees Celsius. The distillation will capture all the aroma compounds and synergize a new notes of ginger. I'm going to combine all the ingredients by charging nitrogen to create a silky smooth texture. I will be serving you this drink at 20 degrees Celsius to articulate all the flavor. So you are going to taste the flavor of ginger, white grape, apricot, a juicy, smooth texture. Please take 1 sip of the first cup of water and take at least 2 sips of the signature drink and swallow 5 times between sips to retain the texture. In today's fast-paced and ever-changing world, it can be easy to lose sight of importance of balance in our life. it is able to take a step back and focus on the things with important time.